If you travel outside Canada, you'll have to make payments in different currencies, and you'll want to make sure you're charged the proper amount.
You'll also want to keep a close eye on your credit card at all times to avoid being caught in a scam. Here's Pat Foran and Consumer Alert. Pat.
Nathan and Michelle, a woman was traveling in South America and had to take a taxi from an airport in Chile. She paid with her credit card and was shocked to find out she was charged almost $7,000 for a 20-minute taxi ride.
When I got home and looked at my bank account, I almost had a heart attack. It was like, wow.
Pat Shacklady of Midland took a cruise to Antarctica with a friend in January of this year. They flew into Chile and needed to take a taxi at the airport.
So our first stop was in Santiago, Chile for a few days, and that's unfortunately where we got scammed.
Even though they had pre-booked a taxi, another company convinced them the taxi they had pre-arranged had been in an accident and they should use their service instead.
We had offered to pay them cash. They said that no, unfortunately, cash, they didn't like to have cash in their taxi, so we could pay by credit card.
The cab driver took her credit card and she received a receipt showing she had paid 45,000 Chilean pesos, which is about $62 Canadian. But when Shacklady returned home following her trip, the driver had charged her credit card almost $7,000. When she contacted her bank, BMO, to be reimbursed, her claim was denied.
If it was just a couple of $100s, I'd say, I would just figure, oh, well, I've been scammed for that. But when we're talking, almost $7,000, it's a lot of money.
The government of Canada has a travel advisory to Chile warning of taxi scams. It says there are reports of fraud near airports. You should only use taxis in designated areas. Avoid using taxis without a meter and always check the amount on the reader before paying. CTV News reached out to BMO and they said they were reviewing Shacklady's case. She was then told the entire amount of almost $7,000 would be reimbursed back to her credit card, which was great news for her.
Over the moon, because that's an awful lot of money. Thank you, CTV, for getting involved and taking an interest in helping me with my dispute. It is a huge relief.
And it's a good habit to never let your credit card out of your sight wherever you are. That's when a scammer could try to put through additional charges without your knowledge. On your side, I'm Pat Foran.